Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video for you. This is my breakdown of the Star Wars #1 comic that is dropping on Veve on May the 4th. So this is going to be fantastic. I hope you guys like it. I have some price predictions right here, and I'm just going to talk about the different variants of the covers and what you should be expecting and what I'm thinking and which ones I'm going to go for. Now, if you want to follow my channel, that'd be great. You can always hit subscribe. That's awesome. And you can also join my channel as a member as well. It's $1 a month, and you get a free drop head NFT, which is fantastic, and people are having lots of fun, and it really helps support the channel. Also, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I will follow you back on those two platforms, and then we can discuss all sorts of stuff, Veve and all the videos I make, and I can see what you're doing, and you can see what I'm doing, and it's totally great. But most importantly, please comment down below on this video. I really want to know what you think about my breakdown of the comic. It's coming out. It's super excited. I went a little bit crazy on my previous video. As you can tell, I'm a massive Star Wars fan. But you know, I know you probably are as well. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the different cover variants right here. So like I said, just before I do that, I just wanted to say really quickly that this Star Wars comic is a super fan-friendly drop by Veve. I'm loving the numbers that they came out with. We'll talk about the numbers in just a sec, but I think it's super fan-friendly, everybody. I almost forgot to say that. It's great, you know, like I think people are going to be really happy with the number. The numbers are really weird on this drop. They're different than normal, but that's because I really think they want to get as many things into the hands of actual Star Wars fans, which is great. So let's get into the numbers, like I said. So what we have right here, we got the common cover first, and actually it's not called the common cover, it's called the main cover. That's what they're calling it. And this has 19,771 editions, so that obviously is a tribute to the year that Star Wars came out, 1977, and they threw an extra one on top, right? And I'm predicting this is probably going to go for about 35 gems or so right out of the gate. Like, you know, we're talking as soon as it drops. That's probably, then it could go up from there, but I think because it has, like, you know, almost the same amount of editions as a regular common comic, that is probably going to go for higher, like around 35, 25 to 35 maybe, you know, because people are going to be going for the secret rares and every stuff, and some people are just going to try to, like, you know, drop this one. So we might get it for cheaper, but I think it'll settle around that range at some point, you know, in the first day. Now, who knows where it goes after that? It really depends on how many crazy Star Wars fans like me gobble it up and take as many as we can, because if it goes for cheaper, I'm definitely going to be buying a whole bunch more of them and stacking them up. So we'll see what happens. Now remember, this is the only version of the whole drop that is the actual comic book cover. So that could actually add value to it. That's why, you know, when a common comic comes out, it's usually around 12 to 15 gems, and then it kind of raises up to around 20. I think this one's going to go around 35 or so, like I said. So it's a little bit higher. It's going to be great. And I love the edition number, right? So this is the next one right here we'll talk about. And this is not the uncommon, this is the theatrical poster variant, and they gave us a lot of these. So this is sort of the equivalent of the uncommon. There's 14,544, which is a really interesting number. I don't think we've ever seen that number before, but they're giving a lot out compared to other, like, uncommon levels, just because I think they want everyone to have one. And I think that is so fan-friendly. Thank you so much, Veve. I think this is great because I really want to get the poster. That's pretty much my favorite. And I think that this is going to go from 75 to 125 range, in my opinion. Now, like I said, these are just predictions. I don't really know. We'll see where it surfaces because there's a decent amount of these, but I really think that the poster is fantastic long-term, everybody. But also just on day one, somewhere around that range is kind of what I'm thinking it's going to go for. Now, if it goes for less, fantastic. If it goes for more, fantastic. I just think it's really great. They gave us a bunch so we can all get one, and it's still not crazy numbers like 50,000 or something, so it's still going to have really good value, and it's the theatrical poster, right? So let me know what you think, right? Okay, but that's what I'm predicting. Let's get on to the next one. So this is kind of the next level up, the sort of the rare version, and this is the black and white variant. Now this is the variant of the original cover art of the comic book. And so this one seems to have more the uncommon level, okay? So which is about 5,422. So that normally we have a 5,000 level for uncommon. So like I said, they're giving us more at this level. I think this one's going to go for about 65 to 85 personally. It could go for less, okay? I'm kind of actually going on the higher end here. It could actually go for a little bit less than the actual, you know, than the 65 to 85, just because the common cover or the regular cover is probably going to be more popular, but this one has way less editions. So I'm thinking somewhere around there, but it's simply beautiful art, nice and crisp and clean. So we'll see where this one goes, but this might be the least popular of all of them. Who knows? We'll see what happens, but I'm going to grab all of them. I know that for sure. Let me know what you're going to do, right? Let's go on to the next one. Now, this is the special edition variant. This is kind of like the ultra rare. This is what they call the special edition variant. So this is a special edition art cover. Now, this cover art right here, and if I zoom in a little bit for you, you can see it's really cool. This is actually art from a previous comic book, a Star Wars sort of magazine type comic book that they had, you know, that came out around the same time. And it's a special edition cover, which is really good. This is also on a book as well of Star Wars. So it's really cool. And I think this one is really going to be very popular. There's 2,500 of them and 5 extra. And I think it's going to go for around 220 to 300, somewhere in that range. Now, like I said, these are just predictions. It's just the way my mind works. I think it'll somewhere be around that range to start off with. Now, where it goes from there is anyone's guess. Up, down, I'm not sure, but that's probably my day one, sort of after the dust settles, you know, and people, that's pretty much kind of what I would think people are going to try to sell it for. But it could go higher, everybody. It could go higher. And, you know, honestly, it could go lower, right? Like, we'll see, right? But anyway, that's what I'm predicting, about 2,500. I think it's beautiful. It's a really great different cover to get, right? So anyway, let's get on to the secret rare. This is kind of the secret rare version, and it's actually not called the secret rare. It's called the special edition black cover variant. So a nice long name, and it has the exact year for the edition numbers, 1977, which is a really cool tribute. I think this is going to go for between 500 to 700 for sure, somewhere in that range on day one. Now, it could come down a bit after that, which, you know, usually stuff does, but also this is kind of the top level one, right? And it's like, you know, it's the highest version that you can get, and I think the cover art is absolutely beautiful. It's fantastic right there. So I'd like to know what you think about that, right? So let's just cruise right here. I just want to show the cover a little bit closer. Now, this is a special version, not existing anywhere else. That's why even with the 1977 edition numbers as kind of like a secret rare, I think this one's going to garner a lot of attention. It's going to be valuable, definitely. I was thinking it could be in the stratosphere, though. If it was a regular 600 edition secret rare, I mean, it would be higher, definitely. So the edition numbers is going to make it more accessible for everyone, which is really fan friendly, like I said. But I still think it's going to range between 500 to 700. Now, we'll see what happens. Like I said, these are just predictions. You let me know what you think. I mean, we'll find out very, very soon. We'll see how this prediction holds up. But, you know, that's where I think it's going to land, right? And I'm prepared for that. I don't know about you. Now, this one, though, as I just finish it here, this, I think the poster is going to be the most sought after one. I really think people are going to love this one the most. This is what I'm going to go for. But the good news is, everybody, there's lots of them, 14 to 15,000 of them, which is really great. Now, in regards to how many users that we actually have in the app and how many we're going to get long term, 14 to 15,000 isn't going to be that much, you know, when you come to think of it. So the value on this one is going to be forever. It's not going to be something that's just going to go away. This is the original movie poster. I think it's going to be really great to get your hands on, everybody. So anyway, let me know what you think about my predictions. Are you going after the drop? I'm going after the drop for sure. I mean, I know you're probably doing the drop, but are you going to try to get all of them? Is there one in particular that you want to go for? I really love the poster. I'm going to go for that. I'm probably going to go for the secret rare version as well. In fact, I'm just going to go for all of them, right? I'm going to try to get one of each if I can. And well, if I can, I will get one of each, you know, no matter what. So let me know what you're going to do as well. I hope you have great luck on the drop. Get that kind of secret rare special edition variant if you can. But, you know, just have a lot of fun. This is Star Wars, everybody, and I'm really excited about this. Is the first, I think, of a lot of Star Wars stuff we're going to start getting in the app. So I really think it's a great opportunity. And like I said, I just want to thank Veve because this is very fan friendly, and this is something that people are really going to enjoy going after. Getting that drop is really special. Seeing that green truck, you know, if you can get one of these on a Star Wars drop, I think that's great for everybody. Anyway, thanks so much. I'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting.